Dragon Ball got a lot of rep in 2018 with the release of Dragon Ball Legends, Super's exciting tournament of Power Arc, and the announcement and release of a new theatrical film. When the new movie was announced, people were excited to see fan favorites Broly and Gogeta make a return to the big screen and finally become canon. What made this movie a hit in theaters and an instant classic amongst its fans was its stellar animation, amazing fight choreography, attention to detail, and its unique score. So, without further ado, let's take a look at Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yare Broly!
AP on me, shine like sun. Galley, gun, fuck for fun. Negligee, we be one. AP on me, shine like sun. Galley, gun, fuck for.
Broly's animation quality and fight choreography arguably puts all of the Dragon Ball movies to shame, with Path to Power coming in as a close second. It has some of the most creative and bombastic fights in the entire franchise. The animation heavily benefits from the change in art style though, thanks to animation director Tatsuya Nagamine and character designer Nahiro Shintani, whose works include One Piece Z, Sento Saya Omega, and Digimon the Movie as an assistant director. Oh my god. The change in art style was definitely refreshing after Super's plasticky sheen type of look that we see in most of our long-running cartoons here in the US. Like, the characters always look mad shiny, and it'd be okay if they were to only look like that when they're fighting, but they look like this all the time. It just looks really bad. Luckily, Shintani manages to make the film look straight out of the manga by incorporating its brighter colors, lesser detail, and thinner lines. This overall makes the characters look better in motion compared to Yamamuro's designs in Super. Another benefit of this new art style is how youthful and expressive it makes all of the characters look. Like, I haven't seen Goku and Vegeta look this full of life in years, and I really hope that we see more of this emotive style in the future. I really can't stress how amazing this art style is and how it brings all of the characters to life. I just really hope that the rumors are true and that this art style is being carried over to Super's upcoming season. If you want to know more about the animators behind this movie and the scenes that they did specifically, then you should definitely take a look at Anime AJ's Dragon Ball Super Broly animation review. It's a mouthful, but it's a really informative video, and if you like his content and want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe to his channel. Duh. I didn't like that one. Duh.
Bruh.
So as I'm editing this video, putting on the final touches, I see in my suggested tab, as I'm trying to procrastinate, this ride in Universal Studios Japan called Dragon Ball Z The Real 4D bars. So what caught my attention was the distinct art style. It wasn't Yamamuro's designs or anything like that. It was vaguely reminded me of Shintani's art style, which I believe is the early prototype of the art style that we see in the Broly movie. If you guys want to see what an early version of the Shintani art style looks like, I highly suggest going in the description below and checking out the video. I'll have it linked. And so with that said, hope you enjoy the whole rest of the video. Okay, so the fight choreography in this movie is absolutely mind-blowing. I really like how each Saiyan has their own unique type of fighting style. Take for example Vegeta, who delivers hard and meticulous blows and powers up quickly to take Broly down without ever giving him any type of breathing room. It's such a 180 from the original movie where Vegeta was too frightened to even touch Broly, and honestly, I love it. Vegeta is such a good character, and he needs more time in the spotlight, to be honest. Goku, on the other hand, as the martial artist he is, looks for openings and weaknesses and transforms when he realizes his current form isn't going to get the job done, all with a smile on his face. He takes advantage of Broly's brute force fighting style and traps him with the all-new Godbind technique, and in classic protagonist fashion, he doesn't try to destroy Broly, but tries to befriend him.
Come on, we're all Saiyans here. We should try to get along.
I really like how they showed Broly's dive into insanity as he continued fighting. He went from learning his opponent's moves to literally just clawing at them, trying to maim his opponent in an almost primal fashion, which perfectly aligns with Paragus' lines in the film.
He can't control it. He's lost all sense of who or what he is.
Frieza! I can't really talk about his fighting style that much because he got his ass beat in all the scenes he was fighting in, but I'll do it anyway. He got beat up, got angry, blew up, and went golden, and proceeded to get his ass beat even more, then punched into a boulder, so
Great job.
Gogeta was just crazy, dog. Like, every punch, kick, and ki blast that he threw out, you knew it hurt. He was such a dominant force, it kind of made me feel bad for Broly. It was amazing how the artist portrayed Gogeta as a villain even in the final Kamehameha scene, altering his appearance to make him seem like more of a bad guy. The worst part about this is Broly isn't doing this on purpose. He literally cannot control his power. His sane instincts have overridden his mind. You can clearly see this by the way he's fighting in this scene and throughout the film. He's literally throwing out any move he can, and to no avail either. Gogeta just doesn't know any better, as the fusion fighters just kill anything or anyone they deem to be a threat to them or the planet. And while they chose the right target on the other occasions, I can't help but feel that this is a terrible misunderstanding, an almost fatal one at that. In this scene, I see Broly scream in anguish as he fails to even land a single blow on Gogeta. In this scene, I don't see good triumphing over evil. I see an outcast of the Saiyan race who's lost his mind, who's being beaten senseless by a supreme, omnipotent warrior.
Nigga poppin' with a pocket full of cottage. Hey, chemo, slapping, chopper, aiming at your noggin. Hey, had to cut the body, then the top I had to chop it. Niggas pocket watching, so I gotta keep the bucket.
The icing on the cake for this film was its attention to detail and realism. Relatively speaking, of course. Realism is such a powerful tool when done right in fictional stories. From the graffiti-filled and populated New York of Spider-Verse to the crowded post-apocalyptic cities of Alita Battle Angel. These environments and their distinct or realistic qualities help give us insight into those characters and make them a lot more relatable to the audience. It helps us see how they became who they are and learn about the world they inhabit without saying a single word. Things like Saiyan snipers, incubators, wired scouters, and the landing bay where you can see other ships landing were really nice touches. Another nice touch is the faint communications that can be heard between other Frieza Force members when Paragus leaves planet Vegeta.
Please, we have to go back! I can't do that. I have to save my son.
Speaking of Planet Vegeta, this world looks absolutely amazing. The team did a terrific job making Vegeta look like a realized world. I also like what the team did to show how powerful the Saiyans are by showing what they were doing to the environment. Stuff like Broly breaking the ice and the Frieza soldiers Force soldiers losing their footing when he charges towards Vegeta. Goku's real-life martial arts warm-up, or having Goku and Vegeta strike their iconic poses more times than I can count. Overall, these were all really great touches that didn't need to be added, but were thanks to the passionate and attentive crew that worked on this film. And that's the end of my first video essay. This took a while to write, 8 pages in total, but thanks to friends and family kicking me in the head, I finally got it done. I've been wanting to make videos for some time now, and I've got an outlet to speak my mind about things I'm passionate about. That's honestly amazing. I got a lot more in store in the future, like playing games, vlogs, skits, podcasts, and maybe streaming, and other random things. I got a lot more in store in the future, like playing games, vlogs, skits, podcasts, and maybe streaming, and other random things. But I can't do that without your support. So here's the part where I say, if you like this video and want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, or at least learned something new. And be sure to have a great one.